Streamer University made me realize how disgusting content creators are. But that boy Sia speaks. Let's do it.
All right. So Pete, this is the thing that's really making me the most mad about the Stream University thing that's going on. Um, for one, content creators are disgusting. Okay. Yes, I am a content creator myself, but you will never catch me doing some shit that I don't want to do just because it's gonna boost my numbers up. If you ever catch me doing some crazy shit, it's because I felt like it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, if it's one thing about that boy Sia, I hope I'm saying his name right. Sia. Look, he's one unapologetic motherfucker. Like, you can tell he is authentically himself, and I respect that.
But the reason why I don't fuck with like 99% of the people that's at that Stream University shit is because most of them don't give a fuck, and they would disrespect people that they wouldn't disrespect off camera. They would start shit that they wouldn't start off camera, and they would say shit that they wouldn't say off camera. Like just a whole bunch of shit that they would do going against their morals because they know that everybody's recording. Everybody got their cameras out, so if you do and say the right shit, you act a certain way. You know it's going to be posted on TikTok and it's going to get millions of likes and views.
Yeah, you know what's crazy though? I low key don't blame them. I'm not justifying it, okay? I think there should be a fine line drawn between content and disrespect. You know, some stuff you may do for content, but some people take things too far, like the girl who spit out water all over Supper Baby, or I don't know. There were definitely some things that were done that like were crash out worthy. You know, like if the other person would have responded and crash out, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be mad. But I think for most people, they feel like, especially smaller creators, they feel like streaming university is like a once in a lifetime opportunity, and they are going to do anything they can possibly do to get the attention. You know, and I think some people don't do the best job with drawing a line in a sense of, you know, still trying to be entertaining and grab attention, but without just flat out disrespecting people. Some people do take it too far.
And your numbers are going to go up. You feel me? Am I wrong for accepting me having 50 viewers or some shit on Twitch than having 50,000 but not being myself?
I don't think you're wrong, but it all depends on what you want. You know, I think some people, depending on what your goals are and the lifestyle that you want, you may feel like, you know what, I'm cool making 5, 8, 10K a month. I don't know how much you make, but like you might be cool making that amount as long as you could be your unapologetic self. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I think there's also, if someone who they have bigger aspirations, you know, from a financial perspective or from a content perspective, and they want to be the next iCarly, they want to be the next Kai Cenat, you know, I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with them also uh, having a character that they act as, um, yeah, to entertain and engage with their audience more. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Again, it all depends on what you want, what your personal goals are.
Am I wrong for that? Like I don't know. Like I'm seeing all these, bro. I'm seeing grown ass men doing shit they know they wouldn't do if nobody was recording, man. Like, and it's just disgusting because this is a huge example right here, the Blackboy Max situation, right? So he got diva tatted on his body and he be wearing wigs and shit, but he's not gay. You feel what I'm saying? Would I do that shit? Hell nah. Is it any of my fucking business? Hell nah. If I had a problem with it, which I shouldn't, because that's a grown ass man, he can do whatever the fuck he want to do.
Yeah.
But if I somehow did in some dimension, I would pull him to the side and talk to him about it, or talk to him via private DMs about that shit.
Yeah.
Not in front of hundreds of thousands and potentially millions of people once it's posted on TikTok. That was disrespectful. Correct me if
I do think that was disrespectful, but I think that I want to play devil's advocate for a second, because I feel like a lot of people ridiculed OJ or whatever his name is for doing that. And I don't fault them. I do think ultimately it was disrespectful. But I do think that if we're trying to be fair, right? Blackboy Max could have also communicated him. You know, the second he started talking about that, he could have been like, yo, cut the mic real quick. Hey, bro, now is not the time. I don't know if you're doing this for content shit. I'm not fucking with that. And just set that boundary. You feel me? Because ultimately it is streamers university, stream university. We know people are already doing damn near anything and everything for content and clips, depending on who that particular creator is. Uh, so a lot of it is like drawing the right boundaries, right? So OJ wrong as hell for doing what he did, but I'm not gonna lie, Max could have also said something. Hey bro, cut the mic real quick. Mute the mic. Hey bro, not right now. You got something to say to me? Say it off camera. I'm not fucking with that shit on camera. At least, you feel me? Because like something like that, it should be common sense. I agree. It should be common sense. But we all know common sense ain't always that common. And sometimes we just gotta communicate and use our words.
I'm wrong, but I wholeheartedly believe that a lot of these grown ass men at streamer university would get their booty played in if enough ad revenue, subs, and views were attached to it. Like how I come out of nowhere and be like, hey, I can boost your view count from 39 to 39,000, but I gotta play in your ass. Niggas gonna be like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, money talks. No, I'm playing. People gotta draw lines. They gotta draw lines.
I believe that though. Whoever this OJ dude is, I guess he walked up to him in the middle of his stream and he called that shit out on camera and he called him a demon and shit, okay? Out of whack. But the thing that I got the problem with the most, is the fact that he could have pulled him to the side for a couple minutes. If he genuinely had a problem with that shit, I mean, he could have texted him. He could have pulled him to the side off camera for a couple minutes. That's cool. But nah, just because all these content creators, streamers know that it's going to be a clip, they doing it. He probably wouldn't even have said that shit if nobody was on camera. If nobody was streaming, a lot of shit wouldn't have happened. A lot of fights wouldn't have started. Now,
yeah, I mean, I want to say he probably was going for a clip. I don't know how strongly he feels about it, but he definitely was clip hungry. We know that for a fact. And I'm not justifying it. He's still wrong. That shit was corny as hell. But again, shit could have been communicated. Yeah, I'm just pro over communication. That's the kind of person I am. Shit.
The scheduled fights, like the shit that's supposed to happen, like that's cool. But people that's purposely starting shit just because they want drama to happen because they know that's what's gonna make the views and ad revenue and subs go up, bro. Like that's just fucking just. I just never respected that. I'm not even one of those people. I'm not even one of those woke people that say that everybody that has success automatically sold their soul. Because I got that shit too. When I blew up on YouTube in 2022 and shit, I had comments saying, how the fuck this dude just came up on my feed out of nowhere? He must have sold his soul. People don't believe in like instant success. And I understand that, but that's very possible with this whole modern internet shit. Anybody can do it if you got the right talent and you entertaining and you got the right personality, yada yada, right? That's as close as that you're gonna get as to selling your soul, if anything, bro, because you're going against your morals. There's dudes on there, women, like everybody.
I think anyone who goes against their morals, they are doing too much. 100,000%. I cannot argue with that at all. But I think, does it always have to be a matter of morals? You feel me? Like we all do this from like a content creation perspective, where we at least emphasize whatever our reaction is or our words are. We are more expressive when we're recording. I'm not saying we're completely faking it, but we are more expressive. Instead of thinking something in your head and not saying it, you're gonna say it out loud because it's content, you know. I don't know. I just think that's something to keep in mind. I don't think it always has to be a matter of morals. I think not everyone not everyone does a good job drawing that line as far as what is acceptable and unacceptable content. Because I do think it is wrong to do content in a way that it negatively affects other people or is attacking other people.
On there, not everybody. I'm not gonna say everybody, but most of the people that's over there is really just doing shit for clips, and it's just every time I even try to tap in and watch a little bit, it's just somebody doing the most because they know somebody's gonna talk about it. But yeah,
That's the whole point of Stream University, though. Like, we can't really be mad. Like, you kind of know what you sign up for.
that Blackboy Max.
That's like watching Dragon Ball Z and being like, damn, bro, these niggas is always fighting. Press the button twice, but like, duh, nigga, it's a shonen. You feel me? Like, that's the point. That's the point.
Situation with him acting the way he acts and dude calling him a demon and shit, like that was just out of pocket, bro. Like, people should be able to just be themselves, and whether he not gay, but whether he gay, whether he fucking straight, like whether he all that, like that's his fucking problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you have to, especially knowing that all these people, not even concurrent viewers, right? You could have had like 40,000 people watching, but there's thousands of people clipping it at that moment. So tens of millions of people is going to see that shit that same day. You know what I'm saying? Or at least in the next couple of days. And he knows that, and he still went out of his way to go on a few-minute rant about how he shouldn't be this and this isn't him and shit. Who the fuck is that nigga to tell him you feel what I'm saying? Like, oh no, bro. I just feel like he wouldn't have said that shit if the cameras weren't recording. I feel like a lot of those content creators wouldn't be jumping in the fucking fountains. They wouldn't be starting fights for no fucking reason. They wouldn't be disrespecting females. They wouldn't be breaking shit. They wouldn't be doing all this extra shit if nobody was recording. Even the lucky
wrong.
Small streamers, which I still believe they had a connection to get in there. I don't even know. I could be completely fucking wrong.
I'm not gonna lie. It is hard to think otherwise, because I thought that. I definitely was thinking that. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like there was like 2 or 3 smaller creators that like may not have had any affiliations within the industry, but it was time and time again where I would see a smaller streamer, and I'm like, I'm all for supporting smaller creators, because that's that's the world I live in. You feel me? And I would go to their Instagram and I would see, oh, yeah, he might be small on Twitch, but he went to high school with Phantom. They got pictures posted up in high school. You feel me? Yeah, it is hard to argue against that.
But like, even the small streamers that's in there, if like they acting like they not fanned out or whatever, but like if the cameras weren't recording, they'll be straight dick eating all those content creators there. They fans of all them niggas there. You know what I'm saying? But since everybody's recording, they walking up to him randomly with a phone in their hand like this, like, yeah, you a bitch, and all that extra shit. Just, you wouldn't even act like that if nobody was recording, bro, because you know somebody's gonna clip it up and be like, or you gonna clip it up yourself and be like, Tyler 007 disrespects Kai in his own university. You know what I'm saying? Like, some bullshit like that will get 500,000 fucking likes, and they know that's gonna happen, bro. That's what pisses me off the most. That's it, though. I'm not even gonna go too much far into it, bro. It just, content creators real life make me sick to my fucking stomach, and it makes me want to yak.
Now, I can see why he would be annoyed. I can see it. I'm not mad at it, but I think there's a level of peace that comes with accepting it for what it is. Ultimately, we know Streamer University, not everyone, but so many people are trying to go viral. It's a chaotic environment. Everyone's recording. Everyone's trying to get clips, and not everybody does a good job drawing that line between disrespect and content. Yes, we know that. So like, we can't really be too surprised when these things happen. It could be annoying, yes, but like, bro, just don't watch it. You feel me? Just don't watch it.
I swear to God, y'all can believe me if y'all want, bro, but I real life would rather chill with the small amount of people that I be streaming with than be fake as hell and go against all my morals and have thousands of people on my stream. Suck my fucking dick, bro. All these content creators are just clip peasants. They're just slaves to TikTok clips. And I'm not saying don't clip yourself. I'm not saying that. I have a clip page myself. But I have always pushed, if you're going to be a streamer, be yourself on stream. And then whatever funny shit happens naturally and organically, then clip that. And then you can, get that posted or have somebody post that for you or whatever.
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree with this. I do think you're trying to do content, you're trying to stream. Yes, be your authentic self, be your most expressive self. Again, it's good. Who wants to watch somebody stream in silence? Your most expressive self. So say what you're thinking, show what you're thinking, show how you're feeling, things like that. But yeah, and put yourself in situations where you have natural moments of whether it's laughter, whether it's rage, whatever the case it is, if you're raging at a video game or whatever. Like, yeah, let those things happen more naturally. And just put yourself in those environments or situations where they can happen. Like playing a game that is gonna make you rage, but you're doing it for content. I think that's harmless. I think that makes sense to do that. Um, but not go like purposely piss off other people. But again, Extreme University, for all we know, they all signed a contract that's like, hey, we know what this is, and blah blah blah, and these people about to be doing this. For all we know, they're texting each other before these things happen, and they're planning these things out. For all we know, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna be bothered by it. It's content. You feel me? And that content either for me or it's not. Some of them niggas is corny. I will agree. It's not the niggas I watch. Simple.
You feel what I'm saying? Don't force anything, because if you force yourself doing, I've been saying this 2 years, bro. You force yourself doing shit that you wouldn't do if you wasn't on stream. About time you want to be yourself and you're burnt out, you done pulled the wrong audience. They came for the fake you. You want to be the real you now. They're not here for that shit. Now your views gonna drop and you fell off, dickhead.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You're not wrong. I think we've seen it happen with the Miles Morales dude, uh, Malik Leaks World, I think his name is. No disrespect, but we've seen it happen with him where he blew up for being like the Spider-Man NPC, and then he wanted to, stop doing that. He wanted to show the world who he is and be his authentic self. And I know it's been times where he damn near had a breakdown because it's like the world doesn't like me for who I am. But it's not that. It's just people followed you for the character that you displayed. So I do think, again, a line needs to be drawn. But you also got to understand what kind of audience that you're pulling in. Simple. Good video,
Stupid.
though. Good video,
This
though.
Black Boy Master